him and Joe Burrow is back and forth. Quarterback wise, I think it would be between Joe Burrow and Tua. But if we're going running back wise,
altogether, if there's one player that stands out
in the West or the East, all
SEC.
Man, that's tough. Who would you go for?
I really like Raekwon Davis. I mean, he's one guy that really he's everywhere. Jerry Jeudy too.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy. He's probably the best receiver in the nation.
Yeah.
I mean, he only got
Higgins
7 more
good,
yards than Jamar Chase, but when I see him play, he shows that he's like an NFL like caliber.
Yeah. I'm gonna go D line. I think Derek Brown's one of the best D linemen.
That's the edge rusher, right?
Yeah,
for Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of mock drafts have him going top 5.
I know they were talking. I mean, like just watching his game from against A&M, watching that game, they were double teaming him the whole game, and they still couldn't stop him.
Yeah,
I mean that dude's ridiculous.
And Georgia's got an offensive tackle. I think his name's Andrew Thomas.
Was it that one that kept on pancaking one of Notre Dame's?
Probably, because he's like he's the top prospect right now coming into the draft.
It was either Georgia or LSU where I saw one of their.
Oh, that was LSU.
Yeah, their lineman was a dude at Vandy would get up. He would knock him. He would pancake him and put him on the ground, and then he'd get back up and he'd just knock him straight back down.
Yeah.
So, what if you want to pick on that game, since it's probably which we didn't talk about Kentucky and South Carolina. I think that could be a good game. I think Kentucky's kind of got shafted in their 2 losses.
Yeah, but I think they'll get a third one here.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. Their South Carolina's backup or new quarterback is fairly good.
Yeah.
But anyways, you want to pick on those 2 games then?
Yeah, we can do that.
What you got for Kentucky and South Carolina?
I got South Carolina.
I got the same, South Carolina.
I'm going Kentucky.
Oddball over here.
I think Kentucky. I mean, it's not I think it'll be a close game. I think Kentucky finally pulls this one out. I think they've gotten shafted the last 2 weeks, honestly.
Now, if Kentucky still had their starting quarterback, I might go a different direction. But I'm not. I don't think this guy's.
That's true. I totally forgot about that. But I don't know. I don't think South Carolina's like the premier team.
No,
for sure. But we can. I guess we'll pick the Auburn Mississippi State game too.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna pick Auburn.
Yeah. Auburn. It's not going to be as close as the spread says. I don't think.
10 points. I think it could be. It really just depends on if they get their offensive rolling and their defense. Last year was a train wreck on both sides of the ball, and I mean it's a trap game for sure for Auburn. But yeah, I also think they pull it out. I'd like.
Auburn's one of those teams. Like if they play like shit, they play like shit.
Yeah.
Like they're bad games. They might as well be a JV football team.
Yeah, they when it's bad, it's bad. It's hard sometimes. Which I don't even think Auburn's played to their full potential yet. Their defense has, or is damn near close.
Yeah.
The offense is still getting better, and I know Gus had to get real creative on running the ball using the outside against A&M. So. And Mississippi State, they have some good D linemen.
They do.
So that's going to be a test for them. I don't think it's going to be an easy win if they win. But yeah,
I think Mississippi State will beat Ole Miss this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ole Miss is going to get, I think, throttled by Mississippi State.
And before we leave the SEC, one last, I'd like to talk about. I got the bye week by 20 over Tennessee.
Where do you think Tennessee will rank at the end of this year, Mason?
125.
124. Vanderbilt's still there.
Oh man.
No, but they're probably gonna finish, 4-8 or 3-8. They're not.
I know you probably don't keep up with Tennessee that much, Chris, but what would be your one answer for Tennessee to fix what's going on over there? You think it's the coach or just the whole program?
I just think they're in a tough division.
That's true. They are in a tough division, but they're losing to the teams they're supposed to win against that they're paying $500,000.
Like
No, the big
$950.
team gets that money. Like when Western Michigan played Northwestern, they paid Northwestern, they pay so they can beat the fuck out their school, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that makes sense. I
But
thought.
I'm saying, Tennessee, here's my thing. People go to schools like Tennessee or Arkansas, when they're not good, just because they play SEC schools. You know what I'm saying? On film, if you're a draft day and you play in the SEC for 4 years, say what you want about Jake Fromm. I know a lot of people give him shit because he plays a safe red and does a lot of out routes.
Yeah.
But they're gonna look at him as a player that won a lot in the SEC.
Oh, and he's Jake Fromm he don't make some crazy plays and stuff like that.
No,
but
last week he had 168 yards that game.
he is a game manager and he is a good leader. He's the second coming of Aaron Murray because Aaron Murray, he was a good game manager.
But I was saying, Tennessee, there's never a year where I think Tennessee, if I put them in the division, I really can't ever be yo, they'll be number one. All I would really say is just I would tell them to build around I really want to tell them really what to say because what I'm saying is if you're in the SEC, you're going to Alabama, Georgia, or Florida no matter what over that school or LSU. If you're getting looked at by the SEC, you know what I'm saying, more than one. Tennessee's might going to be number 5 that you go to.
Yeah, I think I don't know. There's really no good answer. I don't think it's all Jeremy Pruitt. But we can. I kind of throw a trick. Go
They
ahead.
basically need a Peyton Manning. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
which they didn't even win.
Auburn lucked out with Cam Newton. They need a real good transfer who wants to play that year.
They didn't even win the national championship with Peyton Manning. Though it was the year after him. It was the crazy thing.
Can you name
But
that
he kind of
quarterback?
brought in a lot of
No,
recruits,
cannot.
with him.
Say it again.
I felt he brought in a lot of recruits because he was winning games, so people wanted to play on that team.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it was Tennessee was good back then. They were one of the powerhouses. I think they get a good recruiting class, and which I thought they were on the rise. I picked them to be the second or the third out of the East, due to a lot of good wins from last year. I was sadly mistaken on that one.
I ain't gonna lie though, but Tennessee's a team when they have a good team, they're hanging tough with a lot of teams.
Oh yeah.
I don't see them winning the SEC until Nick Saban leaves.
Well, that's a lot of teams. Really the only team that's really contended with Saban, and I wouldn't say consistently, but it's been Auburn and Georgia, and LSU
Texas
a couple
A&M.
games. A&M.
And Florida type shit. So you know what I'm saying? It's other games, but you're not gonna say yo, Tennessee's gonna win.
Yeah. I think they got especially this year they got a 3% chance of winning.
But they're tough. They're a core team to watch because when they play a team like Mississippi State, they'd be tough as shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how teams go week to week. But getting back to the top 25, we can hop in there and kind of pick our teams for that. If you want to go that route, and then we'll close out.
All right, that sounds good.
Let's see here. What do you think about the Penn State Maryland game? Who you got?
The what in Maryland?
Penn State.
Oh, in Penn State.
Penn State's ranked number 12 in the nation.
Yeah, and they've been playing pretty tough.
Yeah. Which I think Maryland can give them a good game. Maryland's got that one loss, but they were playing pretty tough.
Yeah, but that was a pretty rough loss. I got Penn State.
I got Penn State too. They're gonna like Maryland's a team like if they play a big team, they play like just on some trash.
That's true. I'm picking Penn State too. I just think it'll be a closer game than what people may expect. And then you got, let's see, we have Cal and Arizona State. You like that one, Mason?
Yeah. After this weekend, there's not going to be actually, after Friday night, there's not going to be an unbeaten Pac-12 team. Herm Edwards and Arizona State's going to beat Cal, I think.
I think they can pull it off. What's
Is
it?
it at Cal or at Arizona State?
Let's see here. It is. I think it's at Cal. Yeah.
I think Cal's gonna win then.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of a coin flip for real. But I think I'm gonna go with Cal too. What is Arizona State's one loss? Is my question. I'm about to look that up. Oh, they lost to Colorado last week too. They may be coming back for some vengeance.
They might come back with the win then.
Who'd they beat the week before that?
I can look. Do you know? Let's see. Oh, they played Michigan State. What was your thoughts on that one, Chris?
I didn't watch that game to be honest.
I know it was it was like an old style game, especially like field goals back and forth.
Just how Herm Edwards wants it.
Yeah, basically, Michigan State really didn't have the recruiting class I wanted, and their quarterback's just not worth shit.
Which,
Like, if we had like a Jake Fromm, we could go crazy because we have like wide receivers that can do that out routes and shit.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what a quarterback can do. Yeah, I haven't been real impressed with the quarterback play myself. I don't think I don't even know how to say y'all's quarterback's name. I know it starts with an L.
Oh, Lurkey or
Yeah.
something like that.
That's right. Yeah. Wait, I got to.
Yeah, he's not worth shit. Like I was saying, like there's no quarterback where I'm like, damn, he's really like the top, like in the Big Ten right now. And it's not like that in the SEC either.
Yeah. Which eventually, D'Antonio, he's a really good coach, I think.
Yeah, he's worked with like Saban and Belichick, so
Yeah, and it's hard to find recruits with all these teams like dipping into all these other states now.
Michigan has a lot of athletes like right now because of Harbaugh.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like everyone wants to play for him because he was in the NFL. But as soon as he leaves, like Michigan State's gonna still get the best recruits. Like they still get a lot of good recruits.
I don't think Harbaugh's got a whole lot of time left at Michigan if he keeps having mediocre seasons. So
I don't know. I think that he.
I feel like he could coach there for a long time and just be on. He could be that coach and could be there for 8 to 10 years and just be on some bullshit.
That's what I think too. Because look where they were before him. They weren't even relevant. At least now they're relevant.
well, that's true.
Like they'd have like Denard. Like before that, like growing up, yeah, they'd be like a top team with like Mario Manningham, Chad Henne, like you probably don't even know these players, but just like they had a lot of like NFL players that were just like on one team together. But now it's like, you know what I'm saying, people are going to other schools. Like right now, if you're in the Midwest, you're probably going to Ohio State or Wisconsin.
Yeah, I bet that's the teams that a lot of people's got picked on their radar. Um,
I mean,